Okay, my last question is two topics, but I think the same answer will probably apply, as the same answer always applies.
Yeah.
One is, like, how do you not get self-defeatist when you've been, there's a topic that you've had issues with for a long time, and you've tried, I mean, 8 years now, I've tried not thinking about it, put months at a time where I'd put it out of my mind, think about the little things I like, and one is attracting love in my life, which I attract sex in my life really easily, but love is a hard one to do, the one, for example, and you feel like, well, you know how law of attraction works, and obviously I've tried everything, and I feel like I'm doing something wrong now, and it's not.
Well, first we want to say, listen to your conversation, and we know it's the perfect opportunity to have this conversation because you can't find an answer unless you present the question. But if the question just remains really active in you for year after year after year after year, then your experience remains a response to the question that's active. In other words, you've got to stop the vibration of a question and the vibration of an answer are different frequencies. The vibration of a problem and the vibration of a solution are different frequencies. So you have to find a way of moving off the problem, and that's what the unconditional part will do. Can you feel how that all fits together? So you just described a condition that you keep active because you keep observing it. It's like a vicious cycle. Esther argued with us about this for a long time in the beginning. She would say, well, Abraham, it's true. It's true. Are you asking me to not notice something that is true? And we said, yes. We're asking you to take your attention off true things that you don't want to keep making true in your experience. Because you observe it, and then you offer the vibration of it, and then, of course, the universe will deliver it to you over and over and over again. So now we've been saying that to you for years. 8 years, haven't heard it, so we're going to say it to you different today. So the way we're saying it to you different today is, so you tell us again, succinctly, the condition that needs to change so that you can feel love.
I'm actually going to tell you what I usually my rampage that's usually happening.
Answer the question if you would, please, and then you can rampage all you want. But answer the what is the condition? You just presented it to us, so just say it clearly. I need to find my true love in order to what?
To when I wake up in the morning to feel love, I guess. And
so are you saying to us that a condition needs to change? There needs to be somebody there that is that object of your attention to which you feel that love before you can feel that love.
No, and I do feel love, I just don't feel love with someone else.
So are you saying that it would be easier for you to feel that true love if there was someone there with you to which you felt that true love?
Yeah.
That's logical, isn't it? But you can't get there from there. You can't get there from there because the vibration that you've got going on is preventing you from getting there. So you have to shift something. So if the condition is you need to be there so that I can love you, and since you're not there, I can't love you. But you need to be there, and then I will feel love for you, but where are you? I can't love you. I can have sex with you, but I don't feel everything that I want to feel. So somebody needs to show up so that I can feel all of that, and then I'll feel all of that. Have you ever heard anything more conditional in your life? Once the condition shifts, then I will have a response to the condition. Isn't that what you're saying? You don't want it to be what you're saying, but it is really obvious that it's what you're saying. I need this condition to be different so that I can have a different conditional response to it. We're going to be really stubborn about this, and we're going to say it the way you mean it, because the universe doesn't hear what you say, the universe hears what you mean. I need this to be different so that I can feel different about it. That's what you're saying. Do you agree? So, since that doesn't work, then is it possible for you to feel the way you want to feel before the person shows up? Because everything that everyone wants, no matter what it is, whether it's a material object or a pile of money or stuff, everything that you want is because you feel like you believe that you will feel better in the having of it. So let's focus on the love that you want to feel for someone. So just use some words. What does it feel like? What does that love feel like?
Feels like warmth. It feels like sharing. It feels like
well-being. It feels a bit like security. It feels like appreciation. It feels like appreciating. It feels like being appreciated. It feels like stability. It feels like respect. It feels like fun. It feels like spontaneity. It feels like cleverness. It feels like humor. It feels like life. It feels like zest. It feels sensual. It feels like being alive. It feels like eagerness. It feels just right. It feels like home. It feels like well-being. It feels like fun. It feels like stability. It feels like appreciation. It feels like appreciating. It feels like spontaneity. It feels like being on vacation. It feels like home. It feels like comfort. It feels like honoring. It feels like honesty. It feels like home. It feels like well-being. It feels like who I am. It feels like love. It feels like source. It feels like clarity. It feels full. No wonder you want it. Doesn't it feel like all of that? And can you get on an emotional rampage like that without generating some of those feelings within yourself unconditionally? And what we're saying is, do that for a little while, and someone who matches that will. We don't want to say show up on your path. We want to say they're already on your path, but you'll realize it because you will be in the frequency that allows you to zig and zag and rendezvous.
Is there one person that would fit my future, or can different people come until maybe the one that I'm supposed to be with come? Is it let's say I line up, right?
What
and
difference
that
does
not
it
line
make
up?
if there's pleasure on the path? That's really what we want to say.
Good.
That you all get so hung up on the final path that you miss this and this and this and this and this and this and this. In other words, your path is never ending. Your path is continually unfolding. But your path can be everything. You can realize everything that you want in a relationship now. You have to put up with things that are missing, because when you put up with things that are missing and observe things that are missing, that conditional awareness of things that are missing holds you in a place of not allowing what you really want to come. We don't want you to put up with what you don't want. We want you to find a way to find vibrational accord with what you do want, which means you got to get off the specifics that haven't lined up yet to the vibrational core of it, and then it will come.
Can you give me a one sentence answer to this question? Because I don't want a long one. If I like to drink and be intoxicated quite often, as of recent, more now than ever. But when you're in a momentum is built and you crave something, what is something you can say to yourself to kind of like kick the craving and then go on to the next thing? You know, just so you can, just one sentence.
Okay, this is going to be a really long sentence. What you're asking is, what could I say or do to shift the momentum that has been underway for a while? And we say, there isn't anything that you can do in this moment other than respond to the momentum. That's why when people say, I'm not going to do that anymore, and they haven't shifted anything vibrationally, they are going to do it again, because law of attraction demands that you do. So this is the sentence that we want you to hear. The other was just the getting ready to hear the one sentence. This is the sentence that we want you to hear. I'm going to stop beating up on myself for my natural law of attraction response to the situation that I'm in right now. I'm going to stop beating up on myself for my natural law of attraction response to the momentum that is underway right now. Because your path, that momentum is your path, and where you are is all right. And in the absence of that self-condemnation, you're going to find some vibrations that are going to allow you to see some things that you haven't been allowing yourself to see. If we could get you to just do that one thing, stop being so mean to yourself in your comparison of where you are in relationship to where you want to be, where you want to be would light up, light up, light up, light up, light up. But when you're condemning where you stand, do you hear the power of the discord in condemning where you stand? Condemning the very point of attraction that equals everything that you're allowing in. Can you feel the wall that you build when you say, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. The path's there, you don't see it. The path's there, you don't see it. The path's there, you don't see it. The path's there, you don't see it because you're not where you're supposed to be. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I am not where I'm supposed to be. I should be doing better. I should be doing better than I'm doing right now. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. There's the path. You don't see it. There's the path. You don't see it. There's a path. You don't see it because you have got yourself in a vibrational place where you can't see it. But if you have practiced, I'm a nice person and I like to feel good, and feeling good is who I am, and I was born to feel good, and Source adores me and I want to feel good, and I'm making my way and I'm figuring this out, and everything's unfolding, and I'm never going to get it done, and I can't get it wrong, and everything's working out for me, and I'm figuring it out as I go along, and I'm feeling better every day, and I like getting control of my vibrational frequencies, and I love knowing about these emotions, and I'm finding my way into unconditional love, and there are conditions that I don't like, but I don't have to focus on them. And it doesn't mean put my head in the sand. It means distract myself from the details of the condition and focus upon the general essence of why the condition is important to me. I can find a vibrational alignment with who I am, and as I find a vibrational alignment with who I am, everything will show up, and in the meantime things are showing up. Things are working out for me. I'm doing better than I'm giving myself credit to. I need to lighten up. I need to give myself a break. Here and now, my Source is flowing to me. Am I letting it in? I could let it in. I could let Source in. I could let my son in. I can let Jerry in. I could let someone who really loves me in right now. I have to beat up on myself and hold them out. No, don't come. I'm mad at myself. I know you want to help me, but no, don't come. I'm going to do this on my own because I need to prove worthiness to someone who wants in if I just lighten up a little bit. Lighten up a little bit. Be easier about yourself. But you got to practice some love before you can love yourself, and that's the hard part. It's easier to love out there than it is over here because you've been practicing not loving over here enough, you see. Really, really good time for a segment of refreshment.